My father has COPD, COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, having suffered with whooping cough as a child and as an adolescent, chronic allergic asthma. Now let's stop with that a minute. Where did your dad contract these diseases? You see what I'm saying? This is the problem with medical thinking. Your dad has definitely kidney and adrenal problems, I can tell you. The adrenals control the autonomic nervous system that controls the lungs, hence asthma and all the COPDers. Yes, as you go up, you got mucus involved, no question, just like pneumonia. The autonomic nervous system that controls breathing. And so this is all tied into that. So you got to go to his adrenal glands. Now get this, he's 86 years old. Ought to be interesting. And he is on the usual bronchial dilators and occasionally steroids. So what this guy at 86 has done is put himself in big times harm way, depending on how long on the steroids, could be on and off for life, has massively weak adrenals from this. But he's 86, so it says he's got some pretty good genes here. Might be able to pull himself out of this, get the adrenals up, get his kidneys filtering, clean the lungs out a little bit doing that. So by strengthening the nervous system, that'll get rid of the tightness. And you can use a herbal antispasmodic instead of inhalers. Nebulizer's okay, but when you get into inhalers, that locks the mucus and the acids interstitially. Well, that's why they're all cancer causing. It came out here a lot of years ago that Aerobid, a lot of these were cancer causing because they were locking. And that's what they do. We use expectoration. So you could use 3-lung T, lungs 2, 1 or 2. However, we have another problem here, and it isn't mucus, it isn't lymph, it's the nervous system. Now that goes right back to the adrenals, so you have to work on your dad's adrenal glands here. Steroids, the latter of which have done nothing, absolutely, except wreck his adrenal glands, make them weaker, therefore making the nervous system weaker that controls breathing. You see, these guys don't get any of that. And it's like, excuse me, get your head out of your waste paper basket and start learning what the YouTubers are learning, and you will be healers like they are. No offense. My father is always eating a reasonably healthy diet, and it doesn't matter if you eat healthy. That's the point. You can be a raw foodist, and if you don't move lymph and fix these glands, you could have serious problems. It is a neurological problem. Don't forget this. In a COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, starting with asthma, emphysema, and then your top shelf, and little oxygen carriers, neurologically is always involved. The nervous system controls that. That's your adrenal glands each and every time. And you've got to fix those things to be able to fix this completely. Yeah, clean the lungs out of the mucus and all that, but this is a neurological component to that, and you haven't done anything for that. This older man of yours, your dad, needs to get his adrenals and kidneys back in shape. Move that lymph, clean out those lungs, strengthen the autonomic nervous system that feeds this. Use an antispasmodic while you're cleaning this out, because he's going to need that if he's been on inhalers. He's been on the steroids for years. He's super wrecked his adrenals. So what he does is a constant need for inhalers, because he keeps weakening his nervous system by weakening his adrenals through steroid use. They don't understand what causes the inflammation and the swelling in the lungs. It's acids. It's not unoxygenated blood. It's acids. So you have to clean out that to get good oxygenated blood. Steroids, I mean, emergency use perhaps. But really, there's so many anti-inflammatory herbs. And diet, the raw diet is anti-inflammatory. Just the diet alone. Berries, major anti-inflammatory. So you see, by going on a raw food diet, by using the herbs, you're on everything anti-inflammatory, or shall we use the correct word, antacid. Antacid.